We're here with our fresh milk from today. Warm milk from Blanca. Look what I got. Look at this. Look at this. This is our first corn. Look, this is our first corn from our land. So exciting. Hola, hola, mis amigos. Welcome, welcome, everybody. This is Joanna from Living El Salvador. And right now we're just letting our cows out to this section first thing in the morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. And we're just letting the cows out. First thing in the morning. This is first thing in the morning. Let the cows out. So this is just a little food for the cows first thing in the morning before we bring them breakfast, before we bring them green grass, because they almost finished this part of the land. They ate most of the grass already, and because it's not raining, it's not growing very fast. We're here with our fresh milk from today. Warm milk from Blanca. And we're just here. We let the cows out for their breakfast in the morning with our fresh milk. So delicious, you guys. This is real milk. Nothing like what you buy in a store. So good. What a difference. What are you guys doing? He's always playing, fighting. Who's the boss? Who's gonna be the boss? This guy's the biggest one. So far, he's the boss. There's the cows. And there's Raulito bugging all the cows. He's another really wild one. Hi, Princesa. Hi, Nina. Hi, Nina. Hi. Hi. Here comes the girls. Here comes. Hi, Nina. Hi, Guapo. Hi. Hi, Nino. Hi. Hi, Guapo. And these girls licking me. Hello. What are you doing there? Scratching yourself? Are you scratching yourself? Ouch. Princessa. She wants to scratch her head. You're too big to hit me. Yeah. Here goes the little rascal. Hi, Luna. Hi, Nina. Hi. Hi, Nina. Good girl. Hi. You like that? You like that? Yeah, you like that. Yes, you like it. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. She likes the scratchies. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Oh, and there's my Bea. Bea. Hi, Bea. Hi, Bea. And guess what, you guys? It rained. All night it rained, so it's a little bit wet. Here's the little rascal. He bugs everybody. thinks he's a big boy. And he has to learn because he's a little ragrat, little rascal. He loves to bug all of them. Be nice, Nina. No, shh, Chucho, no. No, you guys don't bite. No. And there's Rambo. All by himself. 7 months old. Aquí es Rambo. Tiene 7 meses. Siempre solito. Y último. Él es siempre último. So beautiful. Like I said, especially because it rained last night. Oh, it was pretty much raining all night. It rained super hard and then slowed down but it rained all night. So nice. So nice. There's Princesa. The birds. So here I am again, sitting on this beautiful tree. So nice. And just watching the cows. And here comes my princesa. Right, princesa? Right, princesa? So my husband brought a lot of food for the cows. A lot of corn and green grass from our land. The whole truck. Corn and green grass, and they're loving it. There's Guapo. There's the beautiful girl. And look, there's so much green stuff, but they have to go somewhere else to get more stuff. That's how spoiled they are. So the worker says, oh yeah, that's enough food for the whole day. Right. Not our cows. So everybody says that's enough food for the whole day. No, this is just for, I don't even know if it's even enough for half a day. This is pretty much just for breakfast, and then we have to do another 2 trips to get more grass for these girls. Bonita. She's so pretty. So they're finally eating this green stuff. They love it when you cut it for them and bring it to them. And they still love it. But first they want to finish all the grass first. And now that because they almost finished all the grass, they're starting to eat this stuff. Which there's a lot of it. And like I said, they love it. Especially when you cut it for them and bring it to them. Now we're going to take them to down there to a different place. Right, girls? Let's go. Oh yeah. You have to make noise. Vamos, vamos, niñas. And there's Mama looking for her baby. She's crying for her baby. And so, I'm not sure what this is. We thought it was lightning, but because there's no thunder or no noise, and this was going on for over an hour non-stop in the same spot. It wasn't moving anywhere else all over the sky. It was just in that spot. And it lasted non-stop like this. It would not stop for more than an hour. And like I said, there's no noise, there's no thunder, absolutely nothing. So I'm not sure if this is lightning or what's going on. Lightning is different because over here, every time you have lightning, it just moves all over the whole sky. But this was just in that little spot. And like I said, there's no noise. So I'm not sure what this was. Very strange. Plus, I don't know when it stopped because we went to bed, so I'm not sure what time it stopped. And look what I got. Super exciting. Our first corn from our land. Look at this. So exciting. Look at this. This is our first corn from our land. Exciting. And look over there. There's a guy on a horse. Just riding the horse. Very cool. And this is first thing in the morning. It didn't rain last night, even though it is cloudy. And there was lightning all night yesterday, but not a drop of rain. Not a drop of rain. Where's my princesa? And Raulito. Always together. Always together. So every week the farm looks different. 1 week it will look green. Next week when I come back, it's all dry and there's no green stuff. And the reason is there's no rain. So we are really limited with the grass. It does not grow like it's supposed to grow. So unfortunately, we have to bring a lot of green stuff. 3 times a day we have to bring green grass or corn and either shred it for the cows or just give it to them. But yeah, 3 times we have to do this every day just because there's no rains. So the grass is not growing as fast as it should. And the cows pretty much finished all different parts, and because it's so dry, it does not grow back as fast. So it's a lot of work, but hopefully it will start raining. And yeah. And so we only let the cows on 2 sections of the land right now. This one we're letting the grass grow, plus we planted different grass over here, so the cows are not allowed over here. And 2 other sections they're not allowed either, so they're either just around the house or in one of the sections over there. So yeah, so those sections are pretty beat up, so that's why, like I said, we have to bring all the food green grass, because we can't let them in on the other sections just because we planted a lot of grass in all the other sections, so they're not allowed in there. And so these 2 sections are drying up because there's just no rain. So we planted a lot of Mombasa grass, especially in these 2 sections and other sections. So right now we're shredding the grass we brought, and we're mixing it with afrecho because our cows are very, very picky eaters and they love afrecho.
Raúl sí nos quiere, si no va a estar comiendo ensalada. Está bueno. No tengo que hacer nada.
Now we gotta take these guys over there to the cows. Because the cows are hungry first thing in the morning. They had to go get this truck of all this grass. And for breakfast. Waiting for the breakfast. There's Raulito walking the big girls. And yeah, so we've been very, very busy this whole month. It looks like we'll be doing this whole thing for another month or so, depending on if it's gonna rain or not. Yeah, but that's what it is right now. Just babying the cows because they have to eat. And so yeah, so it's a lot of work. And all this hustle and all this work just for breakfast. This is just for breakfast right now. Now we're gonna grind some more grass, Raulito, and dinner, because we don't let the cows in pretty much anywhere right now because everywhere the grass is growing. Look at Raulito. Look at Raulito. Look at him. And there's Princesa. Poor girl needs to eat a lot of food now because, like I said, the mama doesn't give her much milk anymore. And so right now I'm going to show you the rest of our property and the changes since the last time we were there. So again, these sections we have grass. We don't let the cows in as of right now because we planted Mombasa grass, we planted Maicillo just for the cows, and we planted Cuba 22 grass. And right now over here right past the mango, you can see the corn, which was the first corn we planted. That's the one we harvested already, and the rest is drying already because it's getting pretty old. So now we're drying this section right here, and right on the top you can see the green corn. That's the second section of corn that we planted. So that one is almost ready. And again, right between the corn, we planted more grass. I believe it's the Mombasa grass growing right between the corn too. So once the corn is done, we're gonna have a lot of grass for the cows. And then at the end, we have another section, third section of the corn, which we planted the latest. And that corn is not ready yet. But yeah, you can see right from the top, this is all corn. Right over here, all this green section, it's all corn. So yeah, we have 3 different stages of corn. And right now you can see on the side, on the left hand side, we planted Cuba 22 grass. And over here again is all corn. And then you can see the whole property. So as you can see, all the grass is pretty much gone, and there is new grass growing on it and Maicillo, but again, because of no rain, the grass is not as big as it should be. And so yeah, so now we're just going back. And like I said, the cows are not allowed in most of these sections anymore, just the top part. Where we planted Maicillo, but the Maicillo is not coming out yet, so that's why we still let them in there. But once the Maicillo starts coming out, the cows will not be allowed in there. And right here you can see the grass we planted. You can see the rows of the grass we planted. And that's it for this week's farm update. If you enjoy following along with our farm journey here in El Salvador, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Every week the farm looks different now, and we're very excited to share the changes, challenges, and little victories with you. We can't wait to see what happens next and hope you come along with us. See you guys next time. Adios.